Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software designed by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra, a dynamic mathematics software, is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing a worksheet on different problems on inverse of a 2x2 matrix. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me tell you what type of worksheet we will be designing. We will be designing a worksheet on problems on inverse of 2x2 matrix. The matrix will be generated in a single worksheet. For example, when I click this, a new problem will come. When I am going on clicking this, a new problem will be coming, and you can give a time for the children to find the inverse for this matrix. Then you can show them the solution. The solution is a little bit explicit. It tells what is the formula for A inverse and what is the adjoint and what is the determinant, and it tells the condition for having the inverse, that is determinant A not equal to 0. And normally when you can restrict the number to be appearing in the entries, you can have it from minus 10 to 10 or minus 5 to 5. It is left to you. But I have taken minus 25 to 25. Therefore, determinant A will be maybe sometime a very big number. And not only that, here I have given you that A inverse in the decimal form also, that if you want it, you can avoid it also. But the advantage of this worksheet is you can have a different type of problem so that a child will get a better idea about how to find the inverse for a 2x2 matrix. Let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken a GeoGebra Classify worksheet, where in the graphic view, I will remove the axis and the grid, and I will keep this algebra view so that whatever I am working there, I am going to get those ideas on the right hand side. Okay, let us now start. Let me give the heading, that is inverse of okay. Now you want to have different problems. So let me have A, B, C, D. Let me keep it in mind that A, B, C, D. That is A and B are in the first row, C and D are in the second row. But I am going to want the GeoGebra to generate some numbers. For go in the input box, A is equal to RAN. Immediately it will come random between. Now as I told you earlier, you can have minimum integer, you can have maximum integer. But let me start with minus 10 to 10. It is left to you. If you want to avoid very big numbers, you can have from minus 5 to 5 or minus 15 to 15. It is left to you. Now let me copy this random between so that I no need to type it again and again. Now you enter it. Now again I will take B is equal to, again I will enter control V, I am getting B. C is equal to, again control V, I am getting C. D is equal to control V, I am getting it. Okay, now remember this inverse you can calculate it automatically, but when you convert this all these numbers into matrix only, this GeoGebra, that is a formula to find the inverse. Is it okay? Otherwise you have to do it the way of manually, that to find that joint and so on. Okay, now I think you got the idea now. Now if you want to convert it into a matrix in GeoGebra itself, now you start a curly bracket. Again curly bracket, inside the curly bracket in the input box, please see the input box. First row element should be written as A comma B. Then you come out with this arrow, and then inside that curly bracket, end curly bracket, once again put a comma. Then once again start a curly bracket. You type C comma D. Carefully do it. Suppose if you are not using the comma command, and then if you are not using the curly bracket, you will not get the matrix get generated. Now you can call it as capital A. If you don't call it as capital A, automatically GeoGebra will take it as M1. Therefore I am entering it. You see, capital A, I got it. Okay, now all of you maybe want me to know that, sir, I want a new problem, how to do it. go to this ABC, go to this OK button. There you type new problem. In that command, please note down the command. You have to type update, update, construction, update construction, empty bracket, update construction, empty bracket. Press 1 enter and then press OK. Now you see, when I go on click it, escape. When I go on click it, now you are seeing that the numbers are going on changing. Fix the object, remove it and then put it on the top, so that whenever you are clicking it, you will get a new problem. Is it okay? I think okay. Okay, now you can ask the children the question to be formed. Therefore, you can ask the question. Go to this latex formula. You can ask the children that find A inverse. Therefore, go for this inverse. Then go for this capital A. Then inside you remove it into -1. Remember, in latex formula you will not get space. Therefore, latex formula space. Okay. Again, latex formula space. I think we already discussed it in one of the videos. Whenever you are using text in latex box, space will not be there when you use the space bar. Therefore, then when you want to put capital A is equal to something, put capital A is equal to, no need to type it once again. From the object, you go for this A. Oh, I think you got it. Now you can move it and then keep it over here. Is it okay? Now you see, when I go on changing it, it is going on changing. You are seeing it now. Okay, now the child will be first he will be attempting to find the A inverse. Therefore, you can give them the formula also. Once again, latex formula. Now you can go for A inverse. Therefore, latex formula here is equal to. Now this X should be converted into capital A, and you are seeing that what are the changes being made whenever you are doing the changes is equal to. Now in the latex formula you can go for this, and you know that what should come in the denominator. It is adjoint of A, ADJ bracket A, and in the denominator you should get determinant A. For that, once again, go to the latex formula, go to brackets, you are having a determinant. I think already we have discussed it when we were giving a video on how to find the value of a determinant, that is expanding a determinant. Therefore, A inverse is equal to adjoint A by E. And if you want, I think normally we will be giving the text in a very nice fashion. Therefore, for then again latex formula, yeah, again latex formula space, SQARE square, then latex formula space, MATRIX matrix, again latex formula space, capital A, then comma. Okay, then plus OK. Now you can get a clear picture about the children that for a matrix, for a square matrix capital A, what is A inverse. Now you have to show them, the children, that what is the determinant value. For that, go to the text box. Then go to the latex formula. Remember, latex formula only will give you the brackets and all very quickly. Therefore, go to the latex formula. Then in that brackets, you select this, and inside you type capital A. Come back to the front, is equal to. Now, if you want, what you can do is, if you want to show the children that better one, go to the bracket. I'm just telling you the idea. Then go to the, once again, put the cursor in the middle, go to the latex formula and go for the matrix ABCD. Okay, now here in A, replace it by small a. You see, automatically that -9 has come. In B, you replace from the object small b. In the C, you replace it by C. Then in D, then replace it by D. Okay. You see, determinant A, you got it. If you are going on changing it, you see whatever the changes being made in that A on the top, the same thing is happening here also. Now we want to show the children that what is the value of it. Therefore, again you can go for is equal to. Now you know the formula. It is AD minus BC. Therefore, remember, sometime as you have given some negative values also, for some of the entries may be negative. For better, always use a bracket. Bracket, then object A, then bracket, then object D, then minus of, again bracket, AD minus BC. Therefore, B, okay, oh sorry, okay, B, okay, into D. Therefore, again bracket, then you have to go for the object, that will be D. Okay, now you got the idea. Now I think the child will come to understand that how the multiplication has to be done. Now if you want, you can get the value of the determinant directly in the input box. You simply write AD minus BC. Okay, now automatically you will get it as minus 60. You know that it is minus 90 then plus 60, sorry, yes, therefore the answer you are getting it. I think I did minus 90. I think here I have done some mistake. I think I will change it. Sorry, I think I did a mistake. 1 minute. In the text, I think AD minus BC, na? Okay, I think be careful. AD minus BC object I will have to take BC. Okay, that okay, no issue. Okay, okay. Now I think you got the idea that how it's actually happening now. It is minus 90 plus 30, therefore it is minus 60. Therefore you can give the children the value of it also. Therefore it is being put it in E now. Therefore you can go for a text once again. Go for a text and then you type is equal to. Then from the object you now have E. Finish. Is it okay now? Now a child will be able to find the value of determinant E. Now if you want to give them the condition, that is when a matrix will have inverse, therefore go to the ABC text, then go to the latex formula, in that go to the bracket, then capital A. Okay, okay, otherwise I will write it in a good fashion. Go for it. Will have inverse, will, I'm just telling you how you can express it. Will have INVRSE. That is the only thing in here. I think you should go on doing it. Will have inverse only, then go to the latex formula, go for the space if, then go for the space, then go to the latex formula in the bracket, then go to the symbol, then you are having in the basic symbol not equal, then 0. Here what are the changes you have to make? Here you have to make this as A inverse A, okay, capital A, only capital A. Okay, capital A will have inverse only when determinant A, sorry, capital A is not equal to 0. Okay, this condition if you put it over here, the child will be have a clear idea that there will be inverse and all. Okay, now you know the formula for adjoint. You have to simply change the position and all. But again, you go for this ABC text. You can directly declare what is adjoint of A. Adjoint of A. Better go for latex formula. Adjoint of A. Have a space. Then go to is equal to have it little bit nice. Again is equal to. Now you have to show them the matrix. Therefore go to the bracket. Inside this left and right you are having a space. Put your cursor there. Go for this matrix and then select it 2 cross 2 matrix. Now you know what it should come. Now in place of A, D should come. Therefore it is D. Okay, in place of A it is D. Then in place of B you should have, I think that sign should be changed. Therefore better to put it in bracket minus of B, okay, minus of B. Okay, I think it will be always better to do this. I think minus outside and then inside it is B. That will be always better to avoid confusion. Okay, now here in place of C, then you know that it will become minus of C, because you will be interchanging the elements and then you are changing the sign of the other diagonal elements, and here in place of this you will have A. Therefore fantastic. Okay, now you see this 9 and minus 9 will be okay, so I think A, I have to change it. I have not done it. From the object always select that. Okay, good. Okay, well now you see here, you know that how the from A how the adjoint A came, then the element of this are replaced on that. Okay, you know the idea. Now remember, sometime what really happening is the child will have a little bit confusion because you are telling them it is minus b, then minus e, minus of minus. You can show it, and then in the next step you can show them actually what it is. Therefore, you can write here minus b, automatically sign will change. Then you can go for minus c, automatically sign will change. Therefore, f and g. For again, you can go for one more ABC text. You can go for adjoint A. This is only to have clarity. Therefore, if you are avoiding it, you can avoid it. Is equal to, once again, I will go for bracket. Inside the bracket, I will go for a matrix, which is a 2 cross 2. Okay, all of you know that in place of A, what it should come? D should come. Therefore, D. Now, there is no need to put a sign. For here, F will come. Therefore, you have to put F here because it is minus B. See, automatically minus 6 has come. Therefore, in place of C, you can have it G. Therefore, you can put G. Now, this will always help the children to avoid confusion. Therefore, here you should get A. Therefore, A. You should be very careful that what it should come there. In a 2 cross 2, it will be very easy. See, now the adjoint A, I think is equal to sign is not there. I will put the is equal to sign. Latex formula space is equal to. Okay, good. Well, now you got the adjoint A. Now you see, I have put it in 2 different steps because you see minus of minus will become plus. The child should be knowing it. But now you are ready to tell them what is A inverse. Very simple. Therefore, capital A. And now remember, if you want to write it there, adjoint A also. If you want to enter it here also, it is not a issue. You can enter that also, but you can avoid it also. Therefore, you are having latex formula. Therefore, you should know A inverse. For go to this root and fraction. Here you are having the fraction. In place of x, you put capital A, and place of this one, you put minus 1. Right? Okay, minus 1. Therefore, you got A inverse is equal to. Now you can write that 1 by A. Therefore, once again latex formula. Therefore, what is that value? 1 upon. You see, the value of the determinant is nothing but E. Therefore, is multiplied by, once again latex formula, bracket. That's why I told you, suppose if you have already made that into a this adjoint, again you can convert it into a matrix in GeoGebra, then directly you can put that. But I have not done it. Therefore, this I am going to do it once again. Here I have to get a D. I have to get D. And in this place, all of you know, I should get F. That is minus of that. Here in this place, I should get G. Then in this place, I should get A. I think you got it. Okay, if you go on doing it, it will be very simple now. Okay, well, now A inverse. Okay. Now you see, automatically the child will understand that how they got the A inverse, adjoint A divided by determinant A. Now, if you can bring that minus 62 inside, for that I am just telling you that it is left to you. If you want, you can directly get the A inverse from GeoGebra also, because already I am having that A. A inverse, A power minus 1. Therefore, go to this view, go to this keyboard. Now, keyboard is open now. In the input box, you type capital A, then put this cap, then minus 1. Press enter. Automatically, you will get a new matrix, which you are getting it over here. That matrix will be the inverse of the matrix which you are getting it. Therefore, 10 by 60 minus 6 by 60. Okay. Now, if you want, if you can want to tell it, it is M1. Therefore, is equal to the. If you want, you can have that M1. Okay, I will show you that M1 in latex formula. Okay, good. You got it now. Okay. Now the problem is over now. Now, suppose if you want to tell the children that new problem, it is very simple. You have to simply click this new problem. You see, new problem is being created. Again, if you click it, a new problem is created. Now, all of you know that how to hide all this other one which you don't want to show the children. That also I will tell you. Tell you very quickly. Go to this checkbox. In that checkbox, you have show answer. Okay, you have all the text which are starting from this Fourier square matrix. Okay, now it is starting from 3. Therefore, you select text 3, then you select text 4, then you text text 5, then text 6, all the text from that, then text 7, then text 8. This also I will tell you because it will be highly useful for you. Text 9, then 10, then 11. I think anything is left out. Okay, I think only is not left out. Okay, I will apply it now. Okay, now when I click it, you see everything goes. Or you can put it this one on the top. You can put it on the top. Now you can push the new problem and then you can show. No need to show it to the children. Now the new problem has come. Now you can ask the children to find the inverse and you can show the answer to them. But highly interesting because in the class you can generate n number of problems without much effort, but you have to keep this sheet ready and then you can do wonders in the class. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.